a lady's house caught on fire behind her stove. That was some fire. So I went to the door, and the door was open. I opened the door, and I put the fire. Well, the volunteer fire department at that time came behind me to put the fire. Brian had put the fire.
I know where
She didn't say, where was I?
So one of them told me, he said, "You ought to be a fireman." I just ignored him. I didn't say anything. Well, before I was a fireman, I was a postman. So I was carrying mail, you know.
he worked 2 jobs, post office and a fire department. He was good.
I worked Galena Park and Clinton Park. I had 600 stops, and I could make 600 stops in 2 hours.
Every time I look around, he was asleep. Every time I see him, he'd be asleep.
I was awake all day. I worked all the time. I kept a job, 2 jobs, matter of fact.
Why you think he was asleep?
Because he had to go to work. My mama said don't mess with him. He had to go to work. Be quiet.
I'd get up and go to the post office and hear that mail. I was pretty fast on my job. I did a job. They tell me I did a good job in the post office, but I didn't get no raise. Time came up, it was open for individual. I felt that I should have been in it, but they went to East Texas and got a white guy and brought him and set him in the job and had me training him because he didn't know what to do. But the mayor of Houston, the mayor told me, he said, "Hey, come here." I can't. "Would you like to be a farmer?" He said, "I'm gonna put some black guys in the fire department. Would you like to be one?" And I got to talk to the wife about that. I said, she might not want me to work. He said, "Come back and check me. Let me know something." You're a farmer. You're the first farmer. Nobody had a uniform in that time. And when they gave some uniform, they gave khakis, and they had the word abbreviated HFD.
Marvin Zindler.
He told me, say, "Go to Zindler's shoe store and get you a uniform." Marvin Zindler's people. Go to his store and get you a uniform. "Oh, go give me a uniform." He said, "You're a farmer." I went there, they looked at me, I told them what I said. "What?" They wanted to know, "You at the wrong store." But no, I said, "The mail sent me here." I got there, 1 pair of shoes and 3 khaki suits.
So how old were you, Mr. Alford?
95.
And how old were you when you joined the fire department?
27. I was the first one that the mayor hired, black men, during that time. I was the first one. We all worked at the same station at one time. But as Houston growed and they built more fire stations, they went all over the city then. The black firemen, they was in different stations. That ship fire started, and we were the first company to make the fire. So I was a driver, so I put the pumper there and I pumped the water to them. And they wasn't doing much good because we didn't have no foam yet. And that boy, I'll tell you, that fire was blazing. Them guys were jumping off that ship full of gas, full of jet fuel, burning. How many did they leave? They lost 11, but from burns in hospitals after. But 3 died there. And one of the firemen right behind me, I went on the ship. One of the firemen right behind me slipped and fell in a hutch where it was full of jet fuel. He died right there. And they tell me they got him out there about 12:30 that next day. Yeah, the next day. They had to fish him out of there. And he came off of Station 19 out of Fifth Ward, a white boy. He was a young rookie. He was 19 years old, they said. So I didn't never see him, but they say he was behind me. And I don't know.
So, do you remember this picture? Can you tell us who's on the photo?
Yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you all these officers' names. That's Chief Gary Young. We call him Chief Gary. And this is me.
Okay.
You know who me is?
I know who Mr. Alford is.
That's a truck.
It looks like one.
That's a
Got
truck.
old. Okay.
That's a Dodge fire truck, 1954.
Wow.
Okay. This is Evil, Captain Evil. He was the captain here.
Okay.
Okay. And this guy standing back there, A.O. Craven. And this is Kemp. He always looked like he was sideways. Yeah. I know.
What about this gentleman here? Who is that?
Huh?
Who is that right there?
This one worked in the station where it was part-time. He was Thompson. His name was Thompson. The chief run him off because he used the wood end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my intentions are to try to settle this dispute. I'd like to find what happened from your perspective. And I have both of you in the room so we can reach a conclusion.
Okay.
Okay, so it's my understanding that you were given a citation for correction. Is that true?
When I made promotion, they gave me the north side for about 3 weeks. I met some European white folks, was glad to see me. Then I met some people that didn't want to see me and didn't want to believe nothing I told
Were
them.
you issued a correction order?
No, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, a correction order.
Did he give you a piece of paper?
Yes, he gave me a piece of paper.
Okay. And do you have it?
So the first somebody I met was a woman from Georgia. I was writing her a recommendation to do a job, and she didn't want to take it, so I handed it to her. She dropped, let it fall on the ground. When I go in, I leave a report for my chief to read it in the morning. So I was in bed that morning. Chief called me, Alfred. I said, come up here. I get up, put my clothes on, go to headquarters. She's sitting over there. Chief sat right there.
I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I remember giving it to me, but other than that, that's it.
Okay, well, that was issued to you by the city of Houston. It was issued to you
Did the city of Houston issue this?
because he gave it to you, correct? Did he give you the paper? He gave you the paper?
He did.
Okay, so.
I told you that he gave me.
Okay, so if he gave it to you, then it was issued by the city of Houston. He's authorized by the state of Texas and by the city. And if he issued it to you, then we expect you to abide by the law.
He gave you a citation, and you threw it down. Where is it? She didn't have it. She done tore it up. He said, well, I know what you did with it. You tore it up. But we're gonna give you, he gonna give you another right here, and you gonna pay it.
Right.
He said, you in Houston, and you gonna abide by his law. Bam. I was at the hall one night. The chief got up and made a statement at the Union Hall. Chief Cook said, all of y'all, we got a black man back there. All of y'all don't want to work with him, say, turn uniform in. Turn your uniform in. And look, it got quiet in the mouth. Wasn't nobody saying nothing. So after a while, somebody hit the desk. Bam. 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 Bam.
My dad, he was a good dog. He knew fire. He studied to be I remember when he was studying to be an inspector. He had talked to me when I went to Lawndale, son, you need to get in the fire department. Well, like I say, looking through his books, I was already ahead of the game, you know. I had already been exposed to that since because of going to A&M, Texas A&M with him, you know, because, you know, that was just tradition, because he had to go up there at least once a year. And by me being a kid, I had to go.
Them children, I seen them having the best of everything. He said over there, I think I bought him a car at 14 years old, I believe. Maybe been 13, I don't know. And my daughter, I had a truck. I caught her driving. There was no driving license.
It was a 57 Ford with a standard shield. So I asked my friend, my neighbor Horace, I said, Horace, let's go riding. So he got in the car with me, so we went riding. And then we came back. And then I think my mom or my daddy said, who moved the truck? So I said, I moved it. Horace showed me how to drive, so I did the standard shield.
You didn't get in trouble, did you?
No.
I remember quite well that when they played dominoes at the fire station, where I would play basketball because they had a basketball goal up, and I know Leon. We grew up together. You know, he was a fireman, and you know what he would do? He would pop that ball upside my head playing basketball. But once I got in I say the 9th grade, I was taking him home. I took it because now I know the game, so he couldn't do nothing with me. I was kind of muscle, then I could shoot. And we used to have some good games up there at the fire station.
Firefighters Association to recognize this class of 1955.
Yeah, ABC's Karen Alvarez talked to the last surviving member of that trailblazing class. She shares more on today's significant celebration.
What's your family think about you being the first black fireman?
My family? I don't know. I guess they was proud of their daddy. I know they are now. But when they were little, coming up, so all they want to do is keep the stomach full and play, like most of us.
These are the faces of the 10 trailblazing African Americans who in 1955 became the first to join the Houston Fire Department.
Fireman was it is a good job. But see, during that time, I know he went through a lot of racial problems. Just obvious, that people didn't like what he did, didn't like how he did, but he had a good job.
As far as the fire department, I had a good job, and I was so amazed that so many people tried to hire me after they saw me in that uniform. Even the airport tried to hire me.
People has a tendency to address people that wear uniform. You see what I'm saying? Uniform. When you wear uniform, you have that clutch. Whatever uniform you wear, it's just wearing a uniform.
You're proud.
Huh?
You're proud.
I'm proud. I wore a uniform. You wear a uniform, and when people look at and see when you wearing a uniform, that means you got a job.
Being a fireman, that's a hard task to fight. And by him working and going to school for inspector, that's a good thing.
They struggle and to go further in life for the new people who are coming behind us.
I ended up leaving Lawndale as a fire marshal. Ain't that something?
Because of what they endured and went through, firefighters have promoted through the system all the way up to the rank of fire chief.
Were you proud of your dad?
Oh yeah, I'm proud of my dad. I'm really proud of my dad. Not that he became one of the 10 black firemen, just being a father on top.
I was proud of my daddy because he being the first black fireman here in Houston. Then this would give some inspiration to the young people.
I don't feel no better of being. I'm glad my record is like it is.
Dependable, he showed us the right way to go, and if you were wrong, he explained it to you.
I feel good for being the one. I wasn't looking for it, but I said this: that accident happens, good things happen to me, and that's the way I see it.
I got it.
Got it?
Got it. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Adios.
Ready?
Alright, so the next scene will be.
I came home one night, I was tired as a baby.
Hey,
But I saw back in my Corolla, where my Chevy's supposed to be. I said, wake up.
that woman gave me a pen set, fountain pen set. It was gold trim. She gave me one every year. And she, over 20 years, she gave me up here. I might have one of them here now, but they don't write. Yeah.
I ain't never seen no yacht, baby, with more wheels.
Y'all were good, even though he was white.
He was white.
Y'all were good friends.
We were good friends. His mama used to kiss me more than she kissed him.
Must have been Jody hanging around my crib.
The neighbors would holler at me. "That's my dog." I said, "Well, your dog is not tied." "Well, you hit my dog." I said, "I'm gonna hit him again if he's not tied."
I said, get up, get up, get up, get up, baby.
I saw Clay Box,
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Clay, Cassius Clay?
Yeah, Cassius Clay, Box, no,
No. Cat Williams.
Was it Cleveland Williams?
Yeah, Cleveland, Big Cat Cleveland, yeah, Big Cat Williams.
His name as a fighter was Cat.
Yeah, Cat Williams.
Yeah.
So it had to be Joe. It must have been Joe.
And how many jobs did you have?
Look here. 1 year, I had over 10 slips when the income tax came. I had 10 slips to show where I had weight. They called me in because they thought I had made a mistake.
But I've been all around the world. I've been to Spain, I've been down in Mexico. I ain't never seen no baby doll, baby. Reach down from head to toe. It had to be